What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, we're going to briefly talk about an AI alliance between Apple and Google, two stocks that have woefully underperformed in the last several months. And is it really true that despite a 94% win rate, we've had 86 people tell me, see you later? All that and more coming right up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, happy Monday. What is that, 45 and a half on Verb? To all you motherfuckers out there that tried telling me, yeah, including the guy who quit this morning at 72 cents a share, that wasn't going to be a lower top when I told you, the guy who's been right 94% of the time to get the hell out of Dodge, same guy who said on Friday at 91, pull that ripcord. And is it going to go down and fill the gap between 15 and 33? At least a 50% chance of that in the next 3 or 4 days. But for some strange reason, before I briefly touch on Apple and Google, 86 people in the last 7 months since we opened the Discord in September have left. Now, for those of you like my dear friend Laurel, please don't feel guilty. Some of you, I'd say about a third, are struggling with respect to your small business. I wish you the very best of luck, and if there's anything that I can do, and you're welcome to stay with us for free for as long as you have your small business, please let me know. But we've got something called shiny object syndrome. And we've got all this dumb retail that thinks it's just easy peasy to get rich overnight, right? In there buying shit coins that were already up 3-4x. Down in some cases 50%, like SHIB when I said sell it all at 45, last trade 27, and going lower. Now I can't reach the clowns. The same fucking clowns a week ago when Verb was 14 cents that wanted the CEO's neck in a noose are telling everybody it's going to $10 a share. Wrong. 6 months ago, they had a TikTok integration. It went from a quarter to about 3.5, and then it came all the way down to 11 cents in the matter of a couple of months. They now come out with the Facebook and the Instagram integration. You get your pump to 91, a lower top. Where's this fucking stock going? The same one that reverse split adjusted over the last 10 years or thereabouts of being public is down from 1.5 motherfucking million to 45 cents a share. I challenge anyone. And I've got friends like Tammy Murphy and the Italian from Laguna Beach who have been with me since the very beginning. Thank you so much for your support. Show me another Discord out there with a 94% win rate. And you'll note that most of them say, oh, XYZ is up 80% since we first mentioned it. Okay, asshole, did you tell us when to get out? No, you didn't. So they just give you the idea. That way they can come back a year, 2 years later and say XYZ's up 4,872% since we mentioned it on XYZ date. And even then they're charging $200-$300 a month for 70% win rates on their ideas. And some of them are lying through their motherfucking teeth about using AI and bots to help determine the buy and sell price. Wrong. Now, I don't begrudge or attack those that really know this game. But I've been in the trenches 30 years, half of that as a broker, from 1993 to 2007. I've made all the mistakes, so you don't have to. And this is the easiest, as some of you, and shout out to our friend Patrick over in the UK who likes to remind you of this virtually every other week. I am texting you through notifications, just like you get on Facebook or Twitter, in real time. Buy this, sell that. Do it here. We had people quit last week because there was nothing to buy. We've got 7 core holdings. We only had 2 in the buy zone. And it's funny, isn't it? How many times I tell you, wait. In some cases, a week or even 2. And we finally get, as the case with the food stock, come all the way down to exactly where I told you to fucking buy it. This happens over and over and over and over again, including the get into Tesla at 162, last trade 173. Get into the Sophie for all you freeloaders. I think I already gave that one away. Anything under 7's a buy. Remember when I said to buy Meta, and the Italian from Laguna Beach knows this, at $88. Now I said to get out of it just under 300. The fucking stock went north of 500. This has happened over 300 times when you factor in the Ask Jason channel inside of our Discord. Yet we've got 86 people, let's say at least 50, going off to chase shiny objects. Gonna go off and buy a shit coin like Winnie the Pooh. What is that down now? What, 30% since I last looked in the last 12 to 24 hours? You're buying tokens and coins and whatever the fuck you want to call them that have no commercial use whatsoever. People ask me, how come you won't buy or recommend a pot stock? I quit doing drugs 16 years ago. I almost OD'd on this. My father, rest his soul, saved my life. And I swore I'd never touch the shit again, including the toke on the pipe that I did about 2 years ago. And I felt guilty as hell for at least a month or two. So I don't recommend those. I don't recommend bullshit OTC stocks. I don't recommend commie stocks from a country that's stealing our farmland and intellectual property. And I'm never going to tell you to buy something that's up 4, 5, 6x above where it was last week, let alone its 50-day moving average. In closing, I personally think that Apple and Google, blood pressure's cranking, are coming together to save each other's ass. They're two of the worst performing tech stocks, mega cap, in the last 6 months. And I would not be surprised if they reached out, if they're honest, and said, why don't we do a little something? Right? You're starting to get AI stocks like NVIDIA at 970 when I said, hey, that looks like a top to me. Let's get this market goosed up a little bit. Look under the hood. You got a series of lower highs. You got triple negative divergences where on the weekly chart in particular, you got the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastics rolling over, even though the daily, on the Qs at least, are curling up. So I think this was an attempt to get their own stock price in the conversation with respect to AI. There's never going to be any alliance between the two that's substantial because the feds won't allow it for anti-competitive reasons. But if you're following my advice and you're mirroring the market with at least 80% or thereabouts of your money in your 401k and your IRA, you're buying index funds and ETFs like SPY, QQQ, and IWM, and then you're fuck around and find out, or find out and fuck around depending on your preference, you're trading. You've got 7 core holdings with me that I tell you exactly when to get in and get out. You've got up to 3 that you can choose. Tesla and Sophie as 2 examples in the Ask Jason channel. I don't recommend you have more than 10, but if you want to go off and chase a shitty coin, knowing that you're really rolling the dice to be my guest, but it's not going to be fucking recommended or talked about at any length inside of that Discord. So until next time, always remember that I love you, and thank you so very much for watching. And by the way, somebody explain to me in the comments, when you have whales that are trading 40, 50,000 an idea, making 50 to 100,000 every fucking month inside the Discord, why in the world would somebody throw in the towel over an 80 cent per day increase effective April 1st?